Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. Maria here. Thanks for joining me today. We are looking at the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, this is my second reading for you this week. I just wasn't feeling the vibe. No offense, not about you. It's just more along the lines of sometimes the energy just doesn't seem to fit, and it didn't fit. And if it comes out the same, it's for you. And that's happened more than once. This message is for Scorpio. Scorpio, this is for May 5th through the 11th. What's coming up for Scorpio? I have a Page of Cups. I have a Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, an inverted and reversed Empress, Page of Swords, Tower, 9 of Swords, Emperor, yeah, 9 of Pentacles, and an inverted reverse, 2 of Pentacles, a 3 of Cups in the reverse, Temperance, Hierophant, and the 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. All right. Scorpio, this is kind of like your first reading. So this reading is for you. I'm sorry. I love you. I just want to start by saying this right off the bat. I love your energy. I love your intuitiveness. I love your decisiveness. I love your gift in being able to see and pierce through the BS that people are portraying to you as part of their mask. You pick up on that like super quick, Scorpio. You're very decisive in your actions. So sometimes I don't know why I say all this stuff at the beginning of the reading, but sometimes it shows up in the latter part. So this is on my heart to tell you before we even start the reading. We'll see where it goes and why this is so important that you know. That 5 of Cups, maybe you're stuck on somebody that you can't let go. And again, I'm reading for a lot of folks. You have Scorpio somewhere in your placement. This is something you struggle with on a daily basis as you think about this person day and night. You can't let them go. You struggle with either the other way. Even if you were the recipient of the breakup, you think about this person all the time. And it's not a bad thing. You just have deep, deep love for this person. And this person's going to come and have a conversation with you. Honest one. I think they did because it's in your past section, and I feel like this is making you up in your head, like it's making you feel back and forth. Best way to put it. You're back and forth. Do I want to reconcile? Has there been any change? I don't feel like this was hard for you to get through, hard for you to get past. You have deep love for this person. And even if they didn't come back, you're waiting for them to come back. You are stuck. You're in a stuck pause situation because you don't know how to move forward in your own life. Right after this past, either they came forward, because it is a page. So page is communication, maybe a text. Maybe they just said, hey, how you been? I've been thinking about you, and it's messed you up since then. Maybe it might not be a formal conversation, but this person is now back in your energy because it's part of your reading. And it's Spirit telling you what you can anticipate coming forward and how you kind of need to, like the tea behind the energy that you're feeling. That's the vibe I'm getting from this read. And I keep going back to you're highly intuitive. I haven't even looked at the other cards. I'm still stuck on the back one. So I have the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and the 3 of Cups in the reverse. I get the sense that you're doing fine all on your own. And this, whether you are the queen or you're, and it doesn't matter the energy if you're, or the gender. It's the Queen of Pentacles represents somebody stable on their feet. You could be a male and you could be the Queen of Pentacles. So even if you're in a same-sex relationship, for the handful that may be watching this this definitely is your reading, because this is very solid, stable, strong, deep roots. Hey, come here. Hey, Sophie. She's so cute. There's no dog. There's a person walking a basketball, like bouncing a basketball up. So that might be somebody athletic in your life or somebody you miss that's athletic. There's nothing happens in a reading by mistake, mind you. So when my dog barks, who never barks because she's 13 and it takes a lot of energy with her CHF for her to bark, is a big deal. So when she does this growling, it might be, hey, something's on its way. That Queen of Pentacles I'm just super drawn to say you have done your best to get through whatever this was with dignity, with grace, with style, with like people admire you. They talk about you in positive light, and they're like, can you believe what this person has gone through? Their person has left them feeling like lack and just like left them. Like, I don't know what else to say, just left them. Even if it was an agreed upon break, it doesn't matter. It was just like, whoa, never saw that coming. That was the tower, I feel, that occurred. I'm going to do some more digging, but this is a specific message. This is almost like a personal read for a Scorpio that has recovered or are recovering from a severe breakup. I mean, significant breakup. It doesn't even matter how long you guys dated. There was emotional pouring into this relationship and your heart got shattered. That's the vibe. So the tower for me is like this Queen of Pentacles, this tower, and the Three of Cups is there is like a sense of betrayal with a friend. This is almost as if somebody found out their best friend had relations with their lover. That's the vibe. And I don't know if that's the accuracy, but it's a sense of betrayal. So it doesn't mean that had to happen. Maybe it did for a handful of you, but for the rest of the people, it felt that personal. Is you felt betrayed. You felt betrayed. You felt absolutely devastated by the information you found out. In the center spread, so if I were going to drop a pin in the middle of your timeline, right, today, the minute you're watching this is your current vibe. I don't care if it's a year from now. I don't care if it's next Tuesday. It doesn't matter. This is the energy that Spirit's telling me that you're struggling with. In the center of your spread, you have the Nine of Swords. This thing is super hard to carry. I feel like even if you're in this relationship, you feel betrayed. And that's because I don't see a Three of Swords. I don't see an ending, but I see a Five of Cups. It's the feeling of I wasn't chosen. Or I didn't, if you're the person who initiated this, you didn't choose that person, and now you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Either one, doesn't matter. But in the center of your spread this is overwhelming. This is, I gotta drop these Nine of Swords. It's mental, it is anguish, it's anxiety, it's fear, it's day and night, 24/7, thinking of this person, thinking about what you should have done, could have done, should have said, didn't do. And if you're the recipient, what was said, didn't say, left it hanging, like what the hell just happened is the vibe I get. How could this be? How can we be here? What the hell? Like I hear like nothing but cuss words up here. I'm trying to keep my mouth clean. It's a challenge, y'all. I'm Italian. That's like my second language, or primary, depending how close you are to me. Sorry. So the Nine of Swords is like all nine coming at you, and it's in mental state. You can't think, you can't sleep. You know exactly who I'm talking about. It might be you, it might be the person that you just walked away from, or vice versa. But this is a lot of anguish. It's in the center of your it's like, so it's your initial core feeling, and everything else is vibrating off this feeling of uncertainty, of anguish, of loss, of grief, of mental anguish. How could I have done this to this person? Or how could this person have done this to me? Depending on who I'm reading for, lots of people in here. In the future forward, in the immediate forward, I have the Empress in the reverse, the Emperor in the upright, and the Hierophant in the reverse. So here we go. This Emperor, whew, y'all, this is the energy like screaming. And again, don't look at the gender. It's the characteristics the Spirit is trying to tell me this picture embodies about the energy coming off. This Empress in the reverse, in the upright, creative, running 4 companies, 4 kingdoms, because she's all 4 queens, right? So in order to get to the Empress and the Emperor, and you might even be married or a long-standing relationship, which is what the Hierophant is, and how you get to this level is somebody, including you, offered each other a cup, a pentacle, and you combined your resources and you became a 10. Doesn't matter if there's a ring on your finger, doesn't matter if you went to Vegas and signed a piece of paper, don't care, doesn't matter. They're saying you are connected at the soul level, and there's an imbalance, serious imbalance, and you're trying to find balance because it is in the upright, in the center spread. In your future spread, I have the Hierophant in reverse, meaning the balance, you can't restore balance in this situation, not in the current state. This queen, again, forgive me, but F the gender, I don't give a crap about the picture. They could just say Queen in reverse and it would be the same energy. So the Queen in reverse in the upright, independent, right? Confident, creative, owning it. It takes initiative. She owns the kingdoms. She is on that horse rushing into the next thing. She is managing her life well. She is not dependent on anybody, anything. She is sustainable all by herself. She had 9 pentacles when she walked to this relationship and they gave her the 1. She's cool. In the reverse, totally dependent, totally codependent, totally leaning on that Emperor. Again, you could be a female and the Emperor. The Emperor brings that stability, brings the next big deal, creates that sense of security, creates that sense of combination of that give, take, yin, yang. That it's mostly like, from my vibe I get for this reading only, this Emperor is screaming security to this Empress. This has been interrupted by a Tower. I don't know, could be just a huge betrayal. Could be even a lie. I feel a family, I feel friends, I feel cousins, I feel sister. Like somebody was invested in this breakup or brought out, somebody talked shit about somebody else even, and it escalated to the point where there was a huge betrayal. It just felt like a betrayal, okay? Take it for what it resonates. Y'all are both y'all are sitting in a spirit of loss, lack, missing this person. However, this is intolerable. This won't stand. This can't stand. It won't. There is no 4 wands that will hold this up. This Empress in the reverse is imbalanced. There's no creation on her part. She is waiting for somebody to provide her or whatever, whomever, their sense of security. They want to receive. It's on the receiving end. I'm going to sit and wait for somebody to fix this situation. I'm the victim. But that's the vibe I get. Sorry. I'm Italian. I just show all of this is like, there's no mask. I wear it all the time. So you know exactly how I feel. And this lady, right, or this energy here is really needy, super needy, financially, emotionally, like under you, like up in your area all the time. You can't get a breath. You miss this person. You love this person, but somehow there was an imbalance. So there can be addiction. There can be previous addiction, and there isn't quite healing. There is a sense of I'm not fulfilled without my partner, right? I'm lack. I'm not independent of my own. I can't stand on my 2 feet because I was standing on their shoulders. So as long as you, or whomever I'm reading for this Emperor, whoever is trying to take ownership and find balance and get temperance, right, in this understanding, and you feel like you're abandoning this person completely, and I'm telling you, no, stop. This is the message. You are not abandoning anybody. You are taking care of yourself. That's the big aha moment, I think, for you. You're not responsible for anybody else. Even if you said you would do all these things in the past, you're still not responsible. You're not responsible for my happiness. Shock. I'm responsible for my own happiness. I'm not responsible for how you view me. That's a narrative you create in your head. So whatever this person says, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think that's your intuition kicking off, like I said at the beginning of this reading, is you're really going in depth and you're trying to understand but they said this and they said that, right? And I'm just saying, I don't believe that is, just because somebody says it doesn't make it so. That's a narrative that they created. It's a lot. I'm so sorry, Scorpio, but this is your message. I'm going to delete the previous one because this is really highly like voluminous. Is that a word? Voluminous? It's just a lot. It's like an outpouring of communication. This Hierophant won't work. It won't work in the upright. That's why it's in the reverse. There's a breaking of the contract. There's a spiritual contract that had been shredded in this past cycle. This person wants to come back and have this conversation, and no bueno. It can't stand in its current state. It can start all over if this is what you want to do with the Fool and jump into a new relationship and create a loving, kind, honest, but you're going to have some boundaries around this. And quite honestly, I don't know if this inverted person, really vibrating off a lower vibration. I'm going to just pause for a second. I want you to think about what we're doing here. Okay, so everybody has a microwave, okay, in their home. It heats a potato, makes popcorn, you heat up a cup of coffee, right? You push a couple of buttons and it's the lowest frequency ever possible. In fact, we love it. It's like you can pick one up for $100, right? Air fryer, similar. So it's very similar to I'm dating myself, a transistor radio. And you tune it into that frequency, and once you get it, you can hear that radio station off a tower. Okay, and you're pulling that information in. That's this person's vibration. That's where they're at right now. They are dependent upon and will not raise from that single solitary line of frequency. I feel whoever I'm reading for has gotten control, has some decisions made, like you went through some transformation. I say spiritual awakening. I see communication. You've done some deep work. You've already healed from a lot of this, and you're elevating. And when you elevate, you get downloads. That's just how it is. You learn your lessons. We have a tower, right? From the tower comes pain. From pain comes, hopefully, introspective work. We're not the victim. We don't stay in a victim stance. We own our side of the street. We've elevated. We've taken those lessons forward, and we try to help other people from the lessons learned, but we also try not to repeat the same cycle, right? So here you are, having gone through all that, Scorpio, and in this, like for you to even watch this on YouTube, you had to turn on your TV set. Your TV set had to bounce off a tower, off a satellite, or if we're doing a video chat, bounce off a tower, off a satellite, off another satellite, possibly a third one, depending where you live in the world, off a couple more towers, and then find your phone amidst 7 million people with the touch of a button in less than a second, right? That is your frequency. Microwave, satellite. You're trying to bring this person up to your level. You're trying to change this person to meet you at your frequency. That's their lesson they have to learn. And if this is a twin flame, and I feel like maybe some of you it might be, I don't know about higher soul purpose, but I definitely get that you guys are spiritually connected. You and this person are spiritually connected. So as one elevates, the other one will ricochet, but it might take years because we have self-will. And I can choose not to elevate and stay in my bottle or my pipe or pick your pain and ignore these lessons. That's how it works. So you, I feel, have elevated. This person is stuck in their sense of self and lack. And Spirit is like telling me to tell you, no freaking way will this work on the same frequency. Somebody's got to elevate or move forward. Here we go. I've never had such a clear reading in my life. I'm just telling you right now, this is like serious downloads for you, Scorpio. And I'm sorry. And I'm genuinely sorry because these lessons are hard, but I feel like you've been sitting in a space of wondering what you should do. You have a sense of obligation. You have a sense of obligation to this human being. You have made a commitment. You've made promises in front or not in front of somebody with legal background or a priest or a pastor, whatever, it doesn't matter. Friends, family, doesn't matter. The person has changed and so have you. So if this is regarding breaking of a marriage, breaking of a relationship, long-standing, friendship even, family member, I don't care. I don't know what this dependency is, but the dependency has held you back like a log chain around your ankle. It's hard for you to move forward. It's like constantly pushing water uphill. I made a comment the other day about trying to put out a forest fire with a teaspoon of water. It's just impossible. You are overwhelmed with responsibilities, with stress, with worry, with anxiety, and this betrayal, whatever this is, lots of folks watch it, you'll know what it is unforgivable. I mean, in your mind, it's unforgivable. And how do I move forward knowing what I know, forgiving this person? And I do believe you're using your intuition to heal, and you're also using your understanding of, it's almost like biblical. And I'm sorry, but I'm like, I don't know, or some other book of knowledge that you're going to for support and clarification as to all this stuff in your head and your heart, trying to align your heart and your heart and your head, because they're kind of off. So you're trying to align them and saying, I can forgive the person and the behavior. I don't necessarily want to reconcile because they don't support this. They're acting out of their lower vibration. Maybe, and I'm just going to tell you what is coming in pretty heavily. Somebody went to somebody's family member and shared some deep, dark, very close-knit secrets about you that you shared, pillow talk, so to speak. You shared with this person, and it was a betrayal. So now they know things about you that you weren't share. You would take to your grave, and you shared out of complete faith, because you were intimate with this person on such a level, a soul level, that you were trying to connect with this person, and they, out of their own low vibration, went and tried to throw dirt on your character, and maybe codependent. I need the world to love me, so I'm going to share this about my party. I don't know why the intent was. It doesn't matter. And I think that's where you're coming to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why. The why doesn't matter. You're not going to fix a why. That's not your problem. Not in your canoe. You just got to take care of you. And where you're going, I feel, is you're moving forward. And it sucks, because I have a 4 of Pentacles, a 4 of Swords, and a 10 of Swords. And my 10 of Swords is my cadaver. No, there's no actual coming back from that. The 4 of Pentacles is you're withholding. You're choosing to withhold anything from this person. They lost your trust, they lost your faith, and that is not only a survival technique. I think you learned a coping mechanism. See that heart right there that they're nurturing in the nest? That's you. I feel like you, it took so much for you to risk loving this person in the first place. That's the vibe I get, is you are not a vulnerable person. You're the Scorpio. You're very guarded, and you don't piss off a Scorpio. My mom was a Scorpio, and I'm like, ooh, God, she could be very honest and truthful, and her tongue could cut in a loving way. It was never really for character assassination. It was for the edification and building of me. And I was a crazy, out of control adolescent. Trust me, even a young adult. However, she always said things to help me become the best version of myself. And I think that's what's going on here. Somebody said something or did something that you just can't move forward with. I think you're missing them. They're missing you. It's a 4 of Cups. And again, an opportunity that once presented itself, you're passing up, or vice versa. It is the first time I see it. It's not in the reverse, meaning you're bypassing this relationship. You're saying, no, thank you. You, my friends, I'm just wish I could hug the shit out of you right now, because this is such, like, you've gotten so many downloads. You have elevated just in the last couple of weeks. You're understanding the world at a larger scale, and you're trusting your intuition with every single relationship. And that is why you're putting a period in this. Lastly, I have a Fool. Can't even make this up, y'all. I could not make this up on the best day. I could not orchestrate this reading if I had a pen and a paper and I was brilliant. I couldn't do it. This is just the energy that your spirit tribe wants me to tell you, because this is what you're going through. A Fool is a brand new chapter, a brand new beginning, and you are bringing your own pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is that Wheel of Fortune, I feel. New opportunities, new relationships, new positions, you might be moving. A King of Cups is involved, so you have somebody in authority, somebody who's trying to help you with your path. This might be a friend, a trusted family member, could be a new employer. This King of Cups is loving, kind, and generous. However, on the flip side, stoic. So they're not going to tell you all the stuff in their head, but this person is going to give more than they receive, or give to you more. I think you see a closure to this relationship with this 8 of Wands coming in, and the Devil. And then lastly, I have, and that the Devil is conversation with them about why this isn't working. And this could be, again, codependency. It's just imbalanced. It's just imbalanced. And now you have it. It's in the center part of your read. You might actually be going through a spiritual awakening as we speak. And a spiritual awakening is seeing the change in a different view, because historically, I think you thought, what a bitch, what an asshole. Historically, you just put people on islands alone. If you and they broke up, or you had an argument, you just shoved them out on an island, and there was no visiting that island again. And this time it's different, because you're seeing your side of the street and saying, hey, if I would have done this differently, if I would have approached this more, if I should have this, that, and you're willing to bring that level of communication towards that person. But I don't know if they're recipient. I don't know if they're at the frequency, right? I don't think they're at the microwave. I don't think they're going to be able to capture the depth of what you want to say in the restoration of the relationship, but not restoration of the relationship in a sexual, passionate, loving way. You are moving forward. You actually are going to go find your happy ever after. You're going to find it very, very shortly. And yeah, female or male, it doesn't matter. You're the person you're leaving is going to be stuck in their head. That's okay. This is how the lessons learned. You put a boundary up, and as a result, you know, you said some things and meant it when you said it, because you're a Scorpio. And anyway, this is the beginning of their come up, their awakening. So somebody's going through a spiritual awakening. It might be you now and them later. But like I said, everything I say in a reading kind of resonates with me in the picture that I'm getting. I hope it resonates with you. I'm not going to, because I've spent quite a few minutes on this reading already. And for a weekly read, sorry about that. If this is of any interest and you would like a personal reading, I'm providing those still for a while. fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com. Otherwise, this is where you part until Wednesday. Please hit that subscribe button on the way out the door. That helps me grow my channel if you like this vibe and want to be notified of when I put up new content. Otherwise, love and light to you until Wednesday. Take care.